Hello, and welcome to Justifying Nonsense. This is our first episode. With me, I have, as always, Jesse Eisenbart.
Hello.
Today, we're going to be talking about the origins of the podcast. We're going to be talking about what Encounters with Canada is. We're going to be talking with one of the friends we met there, as well as just going through our story, time we had there, how our experience, somewhat of an oral history, we'll see. And then we're also going to talk about what a more normal episode is going to be like, because this is not a normal episode, but we wanted this first one to talk about the origins of the podcast. So at the end, we're going to go through what a more normal format's going to be for an episode, but we'll still do special episodes like this one. Here we go. So we're going to start with an interview with our good friend Josh. We are here with
Josh,
whose last name I actually don't know because we're smart, but we're here with Josh, and we're going to be talking to him a bit about, his experience at UWC and how he met us and stuff. So first, hello, Josh. How are you doing?
Hello.
Haha.
How's it going?
Pretty good. It's Lee, by the way. L-I. I don't know. People sometimes say lie. Whatever.
It's Lee. Okay,
Yeah.
It's Josh Lee. There we go. Figured it out.
Any relationship to a Bruce Lee?
I wish, but it's L. Like I think Bruce Lee's is L-E. Wait. Yeah.
L-E.
Yeah. So like kind of different. Chinese is weird. It's. I think like even if you have two Lees, like they could also be different letters. So.
Close enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm just going to jump right out the gate and ask, how did you hear about Encounters with Canada?
Well, my school is like, they've always been doing encounters. And I remember when I was in grade 8, my French teacher was saying how like, oh, when you're going to grade 10 or 11 or 12, there's this thing called Encounters with Canada, which we send people to. And then they'd always bring up like a grade 12. And they'd be like, and it's like, oh, here's so-and-so talking about what they thought about encounters. And most of the time, like, the grade 12 would just say, it's amazing, go do it, you won't regret it, and it's really vague. But I was like, sure, yeah, I'll sign up for this when I'm in grade 10, so that's kind of how it came to me, I guess. I applied initially in grade 9 for it, and I didn't get in because there's like a big wait list. But then, like, what was it, November last year? Our teacher was saying how one person couldn't go, so there's like a free spot on the wait list, and they're the first person to tell our class. So I was like able to just jump in there right after school and be like, hey, I want that one. I'll take it. And they're like, yeah, sure, here. And I got it. And I got the code. I was able to sign up within like 2 days, and like it was, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I mean, I know communication, social media, which was the theme that we all did, was my first choice. And I loved it, and it was amazing. But how about you? Actually, first, Jesse, was it your first choice? Because I don't know.
Science and technology was my first choice. Huh. That was also one of the first ones to fill up. Yeah.
Oh,
and here
sadly.
You are doing a podcast doing
Same, I
journalism.
picked both the science and technologies.
How about you, Josh?
The one in, was it December or something? Though I applied in November, so I was like probably no chance there. And there's the one in February, but didn't get any of those. And I was like, okay, well, communication and social media, I was considering it because I did like, some media podcasts, other stuff like this. So I was like, give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and it's right before spring break, so that kind of worked out for me.
I mean, I know that it was. If you look at my application, I purposefully, the only one I picked that was actually in 2018 was communication and social media. All the other ones I picked were in 2017. That way I would only have the option of going to communication and social media. So
Nice.
I hacked the system, but I do wonder what would have happened if communication and social media had filled up. They'd been like, you didn't pick anything that you could actually do. Good job, kid.
You're out.
Yeah.
Application denied.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe. We were wondering, what was your favorite part of Encounters, if you had one? And then what was the worst part? And please say the music. because I think that was everyone's worst part.
I think the worst part was the heat.
Oh, the heat.
Oh, it was.
The locks there out. No, it was
Oh,
really
and the
sweaty.
dorms. Yeah, that was not fun.
You didn't need a blanket.
That's good.
And the smell.
I think I'd say best part was probably like the last day almost. I don't know. That sounds kind of lame, but like
I'd have to agree
it's
with
just
you.
like this chance that like everyone kind of felt like, okay, it's the last day. Might as well like, talk to everybody. And like we actually started talking to people in the dorms, and you got all fancy, and like you just
we all dressed up.
Except you,
Except for me. Until the later part of the night, which is the worst part of the night. I still shrunk my shirt, and it's still shrunk. It's sitting in my closet, shrunk.
Yeah, that's your like.
It might fit me.
Every time you put on that shirt, you'll just remember that this was because of encounters.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I guess just the way that everyone kind of felt like, let's celebrate, let's have fun. This is our last chance to have fun, and like, really spend time with these people for the last time that you spent a week with, like.
Yeah.
Oh, and that talking
day.
stick, man. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what happened in there, but that just sounds weird.
Go for it. Go for it. If you want to say, I don't even remember it.
It was like spur of the moment kind of thing.
I remember you gave like a super emotional speech and
man,
I cried.
The best speech by far.
I just kind of.
I might even have it recorded somewhere on my phone. I don't know.
I just remember like getting a notepad out on my phone and just putting down all these random ideas that I had while the stick was going around, and I kind of just like put like just.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I put all of them down like ... and I just like put them out, and that's why all my little bits didn't really link together that much. But like, I guess it worked out well in the end.
Yeah, worked out good.
You helped crack me. I cried after that.
You were already crying. You were crying during your speech, which was.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just an emotional kid.
All right, Josh. We have 2 more questions.
Yeah.
One of which being how you met us.
Huh. Well, okay. I remember first seeing you guys. It was in the activity room when I first got here. Like, was dinner time around?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
was the first.
Activity room. Which one?
The one at the TV.
The ping pong.
Oh right. Wait.
Yeah.
Or TV.
The TV one.
Was it ping pong?
Was it even called activity room? Or room?
I don't know.
What with the Jenga?
Same thing.
I think that is the lounge, but we didn't do much lounging, so I don't know.
I remember first saw you guys because I was just trying to hang around, talk to people. You had all those BC people sitting on the couch, gossiping. And I looked at you guys, and you're doing like,
so
what were you playing? It's like something card related.
Oh yeah, we were playing that card game.
We were playing Star Realms.
Mm-hmm. Must have been.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think we were.
No, we had to have been playing something else. Because that was in the evening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What were we doing?
I don't even remember.
Who knows? But I'm sure we were playing something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow, these people they seem to know what they're doing. And remember, I think Nathan, you said oh, coming over, we don't bite or something like that. But I still
or maybe I don't bite. He says that a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't. I don't.
No, you bite.
No, I don't bite. My sister bites though.
Sure.
She bit me once. I've been scarred ever since.
Are you sure it wasn't the other way around?
Oh no, she definitely bit me. This is legit. But anyways, you were saying.
And I didn't really pay that much attention. Just did the Jenga. Tried to interact with other BC people because it'd probably be easier to talk to them. Actually, how long were you guys there? Since that day?
We got there on Saturday.
We probably got into the building. I think around.
It was probably around 3.
5.
No, it was around 3.
We flew it. We landed around 3.
Oh yeah,
and it took an hour for us to actually get out of there. So I say we probably got there closer to 5 or 6.
Yeah, I thought you'd been. I thought you were the people from the last group, and we're just kind of killing time until we had to leave. Yeah. But turns out not.
Oh. Speaking of those people who are killing time, remember that kid who was just sitting in the corner and was talking to everyone? I think he must have been the last kid of the
last one. When we got there was this kid sitting in the corner. We said hi. He didn't really say hi. He was a little quiet.
Nah. He was he was a hold up in a corner of the room with his phone
and his bag,
and the television was cranked.
Yeah. And then the next day he was gone, and we didn't know what happened to him.
But now that I think about it, I think I might have heard it. I think I might have heard the call for him at one point.
Oh,
That's kind of depressing, though, to be the last kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was funny.
I vaguely remember that. Huh. Yeah, anyway, so Saturday came and went. Is pretty like I didn't talk to many people except for Nicholas. Yeah. He was still speaking French most of the time, so it was hard to like I don't know, it's like I kinda had this feeling like I need to try to talk to somebody. So what about this guy? He's also my bunkmate, so that kind of worked.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Sunday rolls around, still hanging around, trying to talk to people, increasing loneliness, you know.
Slowly becoming more and more depressed, drawing ever closer to suicide.
Probably not that bad, because you know you're in Ottawa, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
You're in a room full of people. You better not
30
feel
other
alone.
boys and those 30 other sweaty boys, no less,
Yeah, that's true.
sharing the bunks.
Yeah, and I remember
Not multiple people in one bunk. Just to clarify.
Unless you wanted to.
No, they were not a fan of that. Remember, they said, first night.
Yeah, and then let's see. Sunday, they were saying something about a scavenger hunt, and I was like lying in bed, and then I think, what was I doing? I might have been browsing Reddit or something. But and then like Nicholas comes around. He's like, "Hey, they're doing a scavenger hunt sometime downstairs, and like, want to come?" And I'm like, "Oh, sure." So I go with him down, and then first, actually, I tried to bump in with two of the people from BC, and I was like they're like, "Hey, can we do the scavenger hunt?" And they kind of tried to bump in to be like, "Hey, can I join you guys?" And they didn't hear me.
They're like,
Maybe.
no. Or maybe they
I was
did
too lame
hear
for
you.
them. Who knows? Yeah, like turns out, I didn't get to join up with them, but then I end up grouping up with you guys, and that's how.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's the saying?
Group.
It's all history from there. No, and the rest is history. There we go.
Yeah, rest is history.
Yeah, I will never forget that scavenger hunt, and not for the good reasons.
No.
I'm so glad she didn't capture video of us performing the Macarena.
God.
That would have been terrible.
Luckily, it was set to
I thought
photo. She didn't know.
God.
No, we got a picture of it, of us just standing there.
With our hands on
Awkwardly.
our asses, but
I don't think that's actually how you do the Macarena either. So
Yeah, I don't
No,
think so. 'Cause
no.
someone else was doing it differently
yeah, we screwed it up.
later on.
We did it more. I'm fairly sure we didn't do the Macarena. We did something else.
Yeah, we did something a little more saucy. But
Well,
we
if
did
this
end up-
podcasting doesn't work, at least we know other possible.
bootleg Macarena.
Yeah, other
jobs.
possible careers. But we did end up winning that scavenger hunt.
We
I still
did.
got my free meal.
We got the coveted.
We got the coveted line pass. Highly sought after by everyone there. And on the second to last, or no, it was the last day itself. During lunchtime, I used it. Walked past every single person in line. That was great. But Josh has his to this day.
Sitting in my scrapbook.
He kept it. What happened to yours, Nathan?
I used it. I just don't like keeping like pieces of paper as mementos because I find that they, like, if I keep them in like my pockets,
Yeah,
and
it's a
check,
small
like,
piece of paper
it gets
too.
gummed up,
It's
and
gonna
just
go.
it's like it's not gonna work.
Recycled eventually.
Because while I have a scrapbook, it's from like 2010, and I haven't updated it since. So it's like, I'll just leave you.
Why not?
And I lost like the best possible souvenir, which was my lanyard in Montreal. Can't believe I did that.
I can. Considering you already lost your clipboard.
I lost
same day.
Same day, same place.
All right. Now, Josh, this is our final question.
Okay.
This is the one for the $1 million bucks.
Can I call a friend first? I don't even know the question, but I want to call a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call a friend. All right.
How are you involved with the origin of the podcast? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
You can call a friend. Don't worry. Let's see. You've got.
I'd like to call my
30 seconds.
friend Nathan.
Okay.
Great. Oh. Hi, Josh. How's it going? So I know that I announced it at the banquet.
Yeah, you guys got to plug it.
That was crazy because when I went to ask, like, they called us to check if we were all cool and if we gotten our speeches done and whatnot, right? And I was like, I was just gonna wing mine, but can I do like a plug for my podcast, which I only just decided to do like 2 days ago? And Annika, the like weekend manager or whatever, she just looked at me and she was like, "What?" And I said it again. She was like, yes, I've never had that question before. Like, this is totally new. I was like, okay, yes. So, I MC, right? And I do my speech, and I was like, so I think I said something along the lines of like, me and Jesse are starting a pod, and then just this cheer erupted.
Everyone started
and I was
cheering.
Like, holy
you got a standing
crap.
ovation from a couple people.
I did.
That was great.
And I was like, okay, so does anyone, if anyone wants any information or whatever, put on our mailing list, bug me or Jesse, and we'll get you covered. And I remember you stood up, Josh, and you were like, me.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, me. I'm interested. Like, I was like, I didn't see this happening. I did hear you guys talking about how you're gonna like get some audio equipment together, and I was like, podcast
together.
That'd be cool. And then when he said it, I was like, oh, this is my chance. I could be on a podcast.
You sure are right
it's
now.
like my dream.
I mean, I can't promise that you'll get any money out of it because I mean, I kind of want to make up a sponsorship and just make some sort of really shitty product and be like, you can buy this thing that doesn't exist.
We could do a comedy sponsorship
that'd be
every week.
That'd be really great, actually. We should.
I actually did that for.
Oh yeah,
we did a radio project
filter with googly eyes, googly pop. There we go. I'm actually gonna trademark that and make millions. You get none.
Oh, god damn it, man.
I'm deleting this right now so no one has proof that you had any part in making this product.
The legal implications.
But yeah, so that I think that's all we needed from Josh. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations on finally making it onto a podcast.
Oh yeah.
That is totally gonna fail
to higher levels
eventually.
Yeah, this is only gonna go on for a couple months.
Yeah, it's gonna go onto SoundCloud, get one listen, and then drop.
Yeah, they're gonna take it off. They're like, oh, this is just garbage.
I don't know. Have you seen some of the stuff on SoundCloud? There's some real. There's some crappy stuff on it. Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you very much, Josh.
Yeah,
we will talk.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so going from talking to Josh and about how we met him, we're going to talk about why we were even there. In Ontario, which is like across the province from us. No, not the province. Across the country from us. Across the continent. Damn.
It's far, man.
I mean, it is across the continent, though, technically.
It is.
So, across the continent, across the country, whatever. Why were we there? We were there, for those who don't know, for Encounters with Canada. And what Encounters with Canada is it's a program that allows Canadian youths to go and spend a week centered around a topic or a theme, is what they call them. We chose communications and social media. More accurately, I chose. Jesse and Taylor just decided we'll go with him.
Yeah. I would have rather done technology, but that was full.
Yeah. But hey, you had a good time.
Yeah, had a good time.
Essentially, they let you go out there, bless you to explore various career
They don't
options.
let you. You got to pay for it.
That's right. You do
it's
have to
not
pay
free.
For it. No,
it's not free.
It's not free. Unless I think it is free if you do it through a school.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
That's funded through the school.
Yeah. We had to pay.
Not for us homeschooled kids. We got to pay hard cash.
We had to pay a lot, man. It was not cheap.
But it was a good deal, though, when you think about it.
Yeah.
All expenses paid vacation.
It was a really tiring vacation. I didn't get much rest. I came back more tired than when I left.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially, they send you out there for your week. We did communications, social media summit that we got to go to CBC Montreal, talks by people at like Shopify and stuff. And then it's really cool. Like, honestly, I can't think of anything that I've heard of that's similar to it. Like,
it's very unique.
It's absolutely amazing. And if you haven't gone and you're within the like 14 to 18 age range, seriously look into it because it is amazing.
You have to live in Canada too.
Yeah. So make sure you live in Canada and not them US states.
Or anywhere else.
Basically, you could only enter if you live in the top half of North America.
Basically.
Yeah, so it's amazing.
But not Alaska.
Not Alaska, that's right. but it's funny because I heard a couple stories from people who were like, who had heard from friends or, people at their school and got to do talks on it, who, came back and were like, everyone's friends afterwards. It's amazing. I had the best time of my life there. Best week ever. And they're like, oh yeah, that's super cliche. And I'd heard something sort of similar. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good week, but all this hype.
There's no way.
Yeah, all the hype on their website, it's not gonna be that good. And yes, everyone. If you weren't friends with everyone, but you certainly knew everyone.
Yeah.
Was it the best week of my life? It's up there. Like it's
definitely up there. For me.
It's possible,
if not the best.
Yeah. I think I would call it the best right now, but who knows? I'm sure I'll have other great weeks in my life, but that one was
it's the best
really,
so far. We'll
really good. Of all my 16 years of life, this one made it to the top. But I was thinking that next we just talk about what our experience was like.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We'll talk about are we gonna do day one again?
Yeah, let's start from day one.
Start from the top.
All right, early Saturday.
Snow is falling.
It's Saturday morning.
Temperatures are below zero.
The 10th of March, I believe, is the day we left. The week technically starts on the Sunday, but for all us from, way out west, we get to arrive early.
Yeah.
So let me think. We left, like our flight was scheduled to leave around like
7:30.
7:30, that's right.
We got there at 5:30.
Yep, because you need that.
We did. You guys got there at 6. The people who wanted to get there at 5:30 got there at 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You wanted to sleep in.
No, it wasn't that. I got up at 5, but it took us a little while to actually get stuff packed and for everyone to say goodbye. Everyone being 2 other people. Because my mom took me and my dad and sister stayed here. We went and we got there. We all met up outside of security. Got them embarrassing pictures taken.
Goodbye photos.
Yeah, which,
all taken.
Yes, I will post somewhere.
I don't think I have any.
I have some.
My mother probably has some.
My mom has some on her Google Photos, and I will post them, and I will be embarrassed forevermore.
Nah.
And they're good photos.
Yeah. Great photos.
Yeah. We get to see Taylor's beautiful, beautiful smiles. Yeah, so we left. We got through security, picked up some stuff at the Starbucks.
Got a snack.
Got on the plane a little bit early.
Yeah, we left a little early too, I think.
Yeah.
15 minutes ahead of schedule.
Early. It was a good flight.
It was a good flight. I mean, comfortable.
It was comfortable. Y'all played video games while I sat there watching Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to Toronto because it was a flight to Toronto, and then we took like a little turboprop to Ottawa. But once we got to Ontario, and then to Toronto, it took us like half an hour to get to our next terminal.
From half an hour from the Toronto arrivals to departures.
Because Pearson Airport is freaking huge.
Giant.
Absolutely massive. But, I mean, I think it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in North America.
Probably.
It's really big.
They didn't have a train, though.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
They do.
Oh, why didn't we take that?
Because that was not near the terminals that we were in. Because we only saw a small portion of it. And the train's all the way over there. So we got there, walked, got on our next plane. I think we spent probably like half an hour waiting as well, because we had enough time to grab another snack.
More food.
So, we took that. We arrived in Ottawa like an hour before everyone else. And then once we had everyone, we got our shuttle to the Terry Fox Youth Center, i.e. EWC headquarters, Inc.
I don't think it's Inc.
No, it's not Inc. I'm just, having way too much fun. Anyway, so we got there and we took our bags upstairs.
Got our bunk numbers.
Yeah.
And our badges.
Discovered that our bunk... So me and Taylor were like right next to each other. There was like a little bit of like wall separating us because he was on the bunk right behind me. And then...
I was all the way at the end of the hall.
That's right. So,
very end.
We went down to complain about it, and they were like, no. Like, bunks... They had made this clear earlier, just full credit to them. Bunks can't be changed. But the thing is, when we signed up, we were fairly... We asked to travel together, right? Which we assumed would mean...
If not,
we would be together.
Requested to sleep together. I feel like we did.
I only said in mine, I want to travel with Jesse Eisenbart and Taylor... can't remember his last name. Yeah, Strobian, right? So when we got there, we were very surprised that we, me and Taylor were close, but he was on the other end.
Yeah, I was at the very end, all by myself.
We well, you
sad.
wouldn't have been all by yourself by the end of
I
it.
would have.
Really?
No one even bunked down there. There was like 2 people at the very end, in the middle.
Which end was it? Was it the one closer to the doors or on the other end?
It would have been the northern end.
That doesn't
Further,
help.
close to the doors. Closer to the
Okay.
doors. Yeah, that end.
Oh yeah, you would have been close to.
That would have been lonely.
Yeah, not many people.
Yeah.
No.
All by myself.
Yeah, I think Ed Sheeran might have been bunking down there, but I'm not sure.
No, they had their own bunks.
No, actually, they don't have their own bunks. I looked on the website.
Oh, really?
The renting info.
Oh, they had a whole room though.
They have a whole room, a television. Like they've got a fully decked out pad. It's nice.
And they don't have bunks?
No, they got beds.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so we went downstairs. We complained about it. They were like, no. We're like, okay. So Taylor texted his mom. She called them.
Got it sorted out.
Yeah, we went downstairs. Woman was a little pissed with us. She was like, okay, I'm changing it. Don't tell anyone. So, hope y'all listening. You can keep a secret. But,
I hope no one from EWC is listening.
Well, I hope they are, though, because we're giving them a fantastic plug earlier, right?
Maybe.
But
does that justify changing beds?
I hope so.
Me too.
I mean, it's not like we got up to anything that terrible. I mean, I can't think of anything that we did.
Don't fire that lady.
Yeah, please don't. She's awesome. But anyway, so we get there. We get our bunks. We piss off the establishment.
Yeah, we're off to a great start so far.
Yeah. And then did we go eat or did we just
No, food wasn't even until later.
Right, yeah, food wasn't there yet.
7.
So we went and we played.
Yeah, took the tour.
There's a games room where they had shuffleboard and ping pong.
Yes, table shuffleboard.
Which was amazing. We just played curling.
Yeah.
For those first 3 days, there was nothing but curling.
For the whole week, that's all we played.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Taylor tried to branch out into table tennis, but honestly,
it didn't go great.
Don't play table tennis with me.
Yeah, don't. He's terrible.
Exactly.
I would know.
Not because I'm good, because I'm absolutely terrible. My mom used to be pretty good, though.
It didn't rub off on you.
Well, the thing is, she really practiced hard, and I was talking to her actually earlier this week, and I was like, "Yeah, tried that while I was at Encounters, didn't go well." And she was like, "Yeah, you probably
suck."
No. And she's like, "No, it really takes practice." Apparently, her dad's really good, so maybe it's a thing in her family. I don't know. But anyways, so we have our supper, we get ready for bed.
Got our supper, got ready for bed.
Did they give us that wasn't the night when they woke us up with the fantastic music, right?
No.
Right, so
we got to sleep in the next day.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Though it's hard to sleep on those beds and pillows.
We almost forgot the amazing ice-breaking game.
Oh yeah, we play ice-breaking games.
Yeah. So that night, right, it's us and
a lot of French girls. Probably
it makes it
French speakers.
Yeah, a lot of girls from Quebec. Okay.
Yeah.
They aren't from France, but they do speak French. They're from Quebec.
Yes.
That makes them Quebec girls. Okay. Let's just
Quebec
go with that.
Girls. All right.
Because
we'll go with the Quebec girls.
if we say French, then I'm gonna think France, and it's gonna totally confuse me. But anyway, so there were mostly girls
probably about 8 of them,
and 5 of anyone who
spoke English.
Or no, some of them spoke English and they spoke it well, but
they mostly spoke French.
Yeah, because they were speaking to each
That was
other
their native language.
Yeah, for sure. But we get to do an ice-breaking game where we get to write down 3 things about ourselves, toss it onto stage, and then guess who wrote it.
And they could be in French or English.
Yes. You got to pick. 3 of us obviously wrote in
English.
Yeah, but then we throw our things onto the stage. I get one in French, you get one in French, and Taylor gets one in English.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, the girl across from us can speak
English and French.
Yeah, so she reads them out to us, right? Tells us what they say. So, Taylor went first and then me. And, when I guessed mine, I guessed wrong, he guessed wrong. And then we got to you.
Got to me.
This is where it gets good. So he's holding his piece of paper and he's reading it. He guesses and he guesses wrong. Guesses again, he guesses wrong. And the girl who was, first of all, from BC.
Yep, British Columbia.
Okay. She turns to him, grins, and is like, "That's me." She'd written her thing in French, translated it for him, and
I guess wrong still.
Yeah. I mean,
I never got it.
I don't think we. I'll be honest.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I never expected someone who spoke English primarily to write their thing in French. But now, after it's that makes sense. You're practicing your second language, sure. But as someone who does not speak French at all, ever, except, a couple words. Like I can say bonjour. That's pretty much the extent.
I don't even know how to say I can't speak French in French.
I know,
that would have been helpful to learn.
That would have been fantastic.
I just know bonjour.
No, bonjour.
Bonjour. Oh, oui, oui.
No.
That's all the French I know.
You didn't have to do that.
Nor do I plan on ever learning French.
What, man? Kidding. I got
Despite
back.
what the people at EWC told us, how important it is. I have no.
I got back and I was like,
learn it.
I'm learning French, man. And thankfully, my mom, she has family from Quebec, right? So she speaks some French. So she'll teach me. And I made some friends from Quebec, so they'll be able to help me practice, hopefully.
Maybe.
But anyway, so we
Back on topic.
yeah.
I got wrecked.
Ice breaking games. He got totally
Destroyed
trolled,
me.
and we go to bed and we wake up. It's a bright, shiny new day.
We wake up really early because of the time change.
Yeah, thing is, I'm gluten intolerant, so food for me on those first 2 days was fun.
Yeah.
Second day's breakfast sucked because guess what they had? Cereal.
Oh.
Guess what has wheat in it? Cereal.
They didn't even have granola.
I
They
know.
had granola.
I know.
Everyone loves granola.
So I ended up having a glass of juice and like a banana.
Yeah. That wasn't great.
But it was okay. Like I ate it. It was all right. I think that was my lunch too. Was a banana.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We played some games.
Yep. Chilled. They called for a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And that's how we met Josh and Nicholas.
That's right. We the call for the scavenger hunt. We meet Josh and Nicholas, and I think we just hung out with them a little bit after.
Oh
that.
yeah, we hung out
For
with
most
them
of it.
after.
Oh, I forgot to mention. When we got there on Saturday, the music was fantastic because
Not to everyone.
right. You don't like good music. I forgot.
Oh.
Anyway,
Ouch.
so
I'm just more cultured. You wouldn't understand.
ooh. Anyway, so the
French-speaking
the
girls
the
from
Quebec
Quebec.
girls when we got there were blasting hip hop. Like it was like Eminem. They had Eminem going, Drake.
Everyone listens to Drake.
There was so much stuff playing there, but they were playing it really loud. So we get down there, and they're already at it. And not to say I don't like Drake, he's okay. I like Eminem, but I got a little sick of the rap by the end of the week.
It was very loud. I think that was the problem.
It was really loud.
It was blaring loud.
Yeah, I mean, like when you walked into the cafeteria, it was just like, oh.
My ears are bleeding.
I mean, I brought earplugs, but I used them at night. I didn't expect to have to use them
During the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
We finished our scavenger hunt.
scavenger hunt, hang out with Nick.
Yeah, we just hung out with Nick with Josh.
And Josh for most of the day.
We played poker with condiment packets.
Oh, I forgot you guys did that. I didn't play.
Yeah, what were you doing? Oh, were you in the media room?
Yeah, I think I was sitting there watching whatever they were watching.
Oh, yeah, they were watching something.
They watched so many movies. I saw like a little bit of Mamma Mia on the weekend.
I even saw a little bit of that, sadly.
That was okay. I think I saw some of Mean Girls. I can't remember what else.
Anyways.
I saw School of Rock. That was good. I really liked that. Jack Black is amazing.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, we played poker with condiment packets,
Mhm.
salt, sugar, soy sauce. Soy sauce was worth the most. It was worth 10. Oh, that was great. So we did that with Nick. What else do we do? I don't even think we met very many people on that day.
No, until they had us go into our groups.
Oh yeah, we did our groups.
Because the way it works at Encounters, again, for those who don't know, is you're separated into, what is it?
6 different groups.
6 different groups. That group is like, they're your buddies for the week. So you'll clean the cafeteria on your day to clean the cafeteria with them.
Yeah.
If there are any events for the evenings on that evening, you'll organize for that. And, if it requires emceeing or whatever, then they'll pull from you. And then also you'll do like your little group activities with them. So what was your group meeting like? 'Cause I don't know what yours was like, because I know mine was awesome, but what was yours? I'm at yours.
We told 3 things about ourselves again. We got to choose, though, like where we were from, how old we are. First, we said our names, and then we went and took a pin and pinned it where we are from onto a map.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
With a little name tag.
Yeah, I did something
So
similar.
everyone did that. And then afterwards, we did some icebreakers with the people adjacent to our right.
Mine was fun because out of the 3 of us, I got stuck in the one with all the people Spiegel. People.
Spiegel.
People from Quebec.
Nice.
So, I'm sitting there, and honestly, my not MC, my TM teacher monitor
for Quebec.
My teacher
people in
monitor
mind.
was amazing because he was, I wouldn't say he was bilingual, but he was really close to being bilingual. He was really good, and oh my goodness. So we introduce ourselves. We get to do our icebreakers, which were, I think they were just, say something about yourself. That isn't like, I'm wearing jeans, which I
Did say.
No, I was wearing jeans, and I was like, I'm not only wearing jeans, I'm wearing blue jeans.
Oh.
And then I left it at that. So, meet everyone, yippee. We head up to bed, and then...
No, you missed a part.
Oh, what did I miss?
Bingo.
Oh, right, we did bingo.
We did, I don't even know what you'd call it. What kind of bingo was that?
I don't even know.
Anyways, had a bunch of different, I don't even know, questions?
Yeah, essentially,
Aspects,
find someone who
traits.
fills this blank.
Yeah, find someone who knows first aid or can speak French.
Yeah, which wasn't, but, So that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then what did we do? We go to bed.
Yeah, then we go to bed.
But that was probably that was weird because we get into bed, we're all getting ready, and some of us are like partway through dressing, and this guy comes in, right? And he walks up and he's like, I have something very important to talk to you all about. And I'm like, I'm creeped out because I'm like, what did we screw up already?
I know. Day
Shit.
2, we're already kicked out.
Yeah,
Outta here.
yeah. Someone's about to get kicked out because he was like being super serious and like grumpy about it, right?
Yeah.
So everyone gathers around, and some of us have like our shirts off and we're like half dressed. And he's like, okay. So basically you're too old to be told go to bed now, but we're gonna turn off the lights at 10:30, at which point we don't care what you do as long as you stay in your own bunk and don't bug anyone. And also in the morning, I'm gonna put on classical music.
Oh.
Now, one thing that I found very interesting is throughout the week, I could never figure out who was responsible for the music we woke up to. Because everyone seemed to be along the lines of, I'm just told to play this music, I have no say. And I have no idea who initially organized the music, because when you wake up to Cirque du Soleil.
Oh.
Now,
God. So
I went
loud.
back and listened to some Cirque du Soleil music once I got back, and it wasn't bad.
I went to see Cirque du Soleil before I even went to Ottawa, and I can tell you the music was okay.
The music that they played for us
It was terrible.
had entertaining vocals, shall I say. Oh my goodness, it was... Let's just say when they do the call at like 6:15 a.m., which is like half an hour before breakfast, the guy comes on the line, same guy who talked to us anyway, by the way, and he says, good morning, time is 6:15, time to get up.
Time to get up. He
And
had he had a little bit of a French accent too.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah, which was nice. I
That was
liked
great.
it.
Except for the music. It was
And
so
then
loud.
the music starts, and some people lay in their beds once the music started,
I just
but
got
no
right out
one
of-
woke up.
I slept out of
but
bed.
no one was left sleeping.
Yeah.
You cannot sleep
You
through
can't
that.
see. You can't sleep through that.
So the first day though, they didn't do Cirque du Soleil. Like I recognize that piece. I can't remember what it is, but I know that piece because it was definitely like probably some sort of like, it's probably one of those really famous pieces by like Beethoven or something, and I don't remember.
Yeah.
Let's see. So they wake us up
They wake us up. We get up.
on Monday.
We get our breakfast.
What did we do on Monday?
Monday. We took a tour of Ottawa.
Oh, right. And, some of us got to see royalty because the
Oh,
king and
yes.
queen of the Belgians were in town. My group,
Yeah.
like the people on my bus, which consists of 3 different groups,
Including
one of
me.
which Jesse was in, got to go up to Rideau Hall in Ottawa, which is the home of the Governor General. And at that point, actually, the Governor General was, I believe that the king and queen of the Belgians were watching the changing of the guard ceremony, and then that was also the official welcoming of them by the Governor General. And some super nice security guy was able to get us into the crowd for that, which was awesome.
That was fantastic.
That was amazing. So, first of all, as we're walking up, to Reno Hall, these guns are going off. Like, we're walking by and there's just like this boom.
Huge boom. It scared the crap out of everyone for the first time.
And then we're walking again.
Oh.
Boom. And oh my goodness, it was so loud.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
very startling.
And we had to go in like a roundabout way because there were like Mounties who were like...
We had to sneak in.
Essentially, yes, actually. So we got to see King Queen of the Belgians. We got to then go basically tour a bunch more Ottawa.
Yeah, tour Ottawa. Looked around the Parliament. And then we went to the War Museum.
Yeah, well, that was just part of the tour.
Yeah, that was just part of the tour.
Yeah.
Just part of the
and
tour.
We got back. What did we do when we got back?
I don't know.
What's something else that happened later that day?
A speaker. There's probably a speaker.
Yeah, we had the Topsify people come in and talk to us.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was cool. I like that.
I liked it. I liked the, what is it, ACAD?
Yeah, ACAD.
I liked ACAD better, which was later in the week, but it was still cool because they talked a lot more about building a brand.
Yeah. Advertising, social media,
which is certainly come in useful because look at me, I have something to advertise now. I'm doing a podcast.
Maybe Shopify will sponsor us.
Yeah, right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, just for the record, while we're on the topic, if anyone wants to sponsor us, we'd love that.
Please give us money. We're broke.
We're broke.
We're gonna be living on the streets.
Frankly, we've put too much money into this already.
I haven't put anything in.
But we got our talk. There was some sort of evening activity that night. Oh, that was the locked room.
No, that was later.
That's where we got to pick.
Oh, that was when we got to pick.
That was when we got to pick.
We got to pick our activities.
Locked room, haunted walk.
No, that was later. We got to pick our active activity for physical.
Right. People got to do bowling, mini golf,
yoga, or high intensity interval training, which is what we did.
Well, but like me and Jesse, that was awesome.
That was great. That was fun.
Yeah. I still miss it. I kind of want to go back and find some weights and just start going because I'm not out of shape per se, but there are certainly muscles that could be built.
Muscles you've never felt before were hurting that day.
Yes. Not that day. Day after.
The day after and the day after that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we did that. That was our evening.
Yeah.
Then we went to bed. Maybe we probably played some curling.
No, we didn't go to bed. That was the night we had our first bedtime snack.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we got
that was the night with the strangely warm juice.
Oh, the warm juice. Oh.
Because I have no idea what happened, but they had this juice.
They probably just left it out. It's probably the juice that they used to fill the juice dispensers in the cafeteria.
It was warm.
It's not cool. It was very warm.
And then
it was pretty good.
The rest of the week, it was cold, but that one day,
just that one.
It was warm. So weird.
Warm juice and brownies.
Oh well, for y'all.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah, y'all special kids.
Yeah, not the gluten intolerant people.
Tuesday was when we got
Tour of Parliament.
That was awesome.
That was great.
I was almost late. Back to the bus.
I saw you running. We were waiting for you. I look out the window and I see Nathan running. And then you almost go to the wrong bus, too. I'm trying to flag you down and you're running really fast. You got your mug. You got your souvenir. But you made it. You made it back on time.
That wasn't my fault. That was
the TA's fault.
TM, yeah.
TM, yeah.
It was like, it's cool.
Yeah.
We'll do this. We'll get in line. We'll run.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to look through the gift shop. It's too busy.
But I got an awesome mug. Like it's a sweet mug. I haven't used it for tea yet. I used it to hold a soft drink.
Oh
and
my
that's
god!
It.
Don't break it.
So got my souvenir. Got back. That evening we got to pick for.
For locked room, haunted walk.
Yeah, which was our Thursday activity.
Or Greece. Ugh. Not many people chose that.
No.
Actually, I think a lot of people chose it. Not a lot of people chose locked room.
Yeah.
Lots of people chose haunted rock.
Yeah.
But that one was unlimited capacity.
Yeah.
Haunted
kind of sad I didn't take the haunted walk, honestly, because I would have liked some of the history.
That would have been fun.
And it would have been cool to visit the prison. Prisons are cool. I've never been inside a prison, okay? See me.
We will be one day.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, am I going to be behind the bars or outside the bars?
Yeah, it's your choice.
I see.
You got to make the choice.
Anyways, so Wednesday we got to go to CBC Montreal.
Where you lost your lanyard filled with pins from every province.
I know.
You had 13 at the time.
I think I had 15. Yeah.
It was a pin contest.
I had a ton of pins.
And now they're all gone.
That's right.
Gone forever. Lost in the CBC headquarters because you lost them.
I might still contact them.
And your clipboard.
And my clipboard. Well, the clipboard's easily replaceable. It wasn't an expensive clipboard. It was maybe $10.
We took a tour of CBC Studio Montreal.
Got to do a radio workshop.
Show.
But
that was great.
The trip there was entertaining.
Yeah,
you know,
it was a long trip.
It was a long trip.
hours.
A couple people got sick.
Ugh, that wasn't great.
That wasn't great. The worst part of that was not the smell of them being sick. The worst part of that was the fact that they opened the windows to get rid of the smell.
And then it was freezing the whole way there.
It was absolutely freezing. I had snow hitting my glasses.
Yeah.
That was not fun. But then, you know, we left. Well, we did our radio documentary. No, not documentary. Workshop.
Yeah.
Which we never got the audio files of.
Sadly.
And I'm still sad about that.
I'm very sad about that.
That was awesome.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
The TV people got their TV shows.
I know. What the fuck, right? Like, it's not cool.
Well,
CBC, shame on you.
give Nathan his lanyard back too.
Yeah. I need that. That's all my hopes and dreams attached to it.
Then we took the 2-hour bus ride back.
Yeah, which I actually really enjoyed. That was one of my highlights because, Tuesday was the Vignettes of Canada.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot that.
Right. So Tuesday night, each province got together and did a sketch, or, you know, if you were BC and you had 40 people from your province,
then you did 2.
you split into 4 different things. Like, you do a sketch related to your province, right? So I'd volunteered to MC that. And, like, so in the actual group meeting that morning, they were like Colin, our TM. Our TM was like, okay, so we're doing
MCs and DJs.
Yeah, we're doing MCs and DJs. And anyone want to MC? And I was like, and everyone was quiet. And I was sitting there thinking, I've never done that before. That seems kind of cool. No one else is going for it.
Why not?
Me. And then no one wanted to do the French. And I was like, shoot. I don't speak French. If it's just me, anyone from Quebec, I'm sorry, but y'all are screwed. But then right around lunchtime, before one of the people from my group, Eliane, I probably butchered that. I'm going to work on it. I will learn to say her name right. God damn it. But she came up to me and she was like, you know, I'm thinking to MC. I was like, yes, that's great. Please do. I don't want to be on my own here. And, you know, so she signed up and she MC'd with me. And that was a lot of fun. Like, I had a lot of fun MCing that because, I got to make bad jokes. Bad not in content, but bad just in quality of the joke.
I would have had nothing else.
And we just got to have a great time. And, you know, I made friends with Elle through that. And then back to Wednesday.
On the bus ride
On
home.
the bus ride back, we spent the entire time, you know, just talking, and it was amazing. Possibly my highlight of the entire week, because it was a lot of fun. So, you know, we get back, we're super tired, and that was board games night.
Yeah, board game night.
Yeah.
Played Jenga.
You killed it at Jenga.
I killed it at Jenga, and I did my Jenga trick.
Yeah, where he takes, like, a credit card or whatever.
Yeah, I took Josh's credit card.
And he has a stack of Jenga, and he knocks out the bottom piece.
And it's standing still.
Yeah, and it just falls
great.
standing up. Oh.
Yeah, that was great.
It was really good. Very impressive.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be my talent. That's going to take me through life. That's my career.
Oh, that's it. You're ditching my podcast right now. Like, that's it. You're out. We're no longer doing this. It's just me?
Just you.
Ah, God. Well, it's been nice seeing you all. We're now going to cut to a break because this guy just ditched me and I have to have a word with him.
I got to go do Jenga. That's not my fault, man. The career is calling me.
Just kidding.
Come do Jenga.
Anyway, so Wednesday we do board game night. I believe that's night when I played Codenames. Yeah, I played Codenames with.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's Adam. Was it Adam?
Alan.
Wait,
was it Adam?
Yeah, it was Alan. Alan brought, who's one of the TMs, brought board
the coolest
games.
TM in my opinion.
Honestly, he kicked ass.
He's a board game nerd. I like it.
Yeah, I still...
Shout out to Alan.
Shout out to Alan. I'm finding you, and you're coming to Falcon. Okay?
Oh, that'd be great.
We're getting you to Falcon one way or another, because, damn it, man. If you haven't been, you need to. Because, you know, Falcon's held in Calgary, and it's Canada's largest board gaming convention, and it's amazing. And if you haven't been, you should.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have been, you should
come again.
Yeah.
It'll be my first time.
Right? You haven't been yet.
I know. I was sick last year.
All right. I will tell you when they open up volunteer spots.
Perfect.
And then Thursday I don't remember what we did Thursday.
Thursday was, I think it was the veteran.
Yeah, that was our peace.
Yeah, our peace module.
That was fun.
That was cool. That was interesting.
I got a special pin from that.
You got a special pin.
Yeah, it's a beaver.
Yeah, you luckily didn't lose that one. The coolest one.
Which I think says like peace or something on him.
Yeah.
So I called my peace beaver.
Peaver.
No, which is like a riff on Peacekeeper, but he's really cute actually. I got that special pin. The music didn't work, which was what I was supposed to be running because the guy's
you got a pin for doing nothing.
The guy's little iPod mini thing got too cold and wouldn't turn on. But
yeah, we did that, and then that was the night we did our locked room.
Yeah.
That was...
Which we almost escaped.
Almost.
Oh, you weren't in the same group as me.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Right, we got the closest to
we got the
escaping.
closest. We were the best.
There was the
obviously.
one puzzle, which if we'd solved that, we would have gotten out.
And if someone had listened to me sooner. Because I knew the answer, but no one tried it.
I know. Yeah, and then Friday was cool. Because Friday
was the worst evening ever. Worst evening of the week. And not just because of the dance.
Really? What?
Saying goodbye to everyone.
I just remembered. I had a Thursday evening story. So Thursday was entertaining because right before the lights were about to be turned out, so there's this huge commotion by the stairs, and I was asking around what's going on out there, and eventually I heard that what I believe happened. This could be wrong, but what I believe happened is one of the guys had asked one of the girls from Quebec to dance with him at the dance, right? So she'd gone and she'd been like, yay, look what happened, right? So all the other girls had panicked and had gone out to the stairs to corner us as we went to fill our water bottles. Justine, or like Justine, who's from my group, is sitting there. I'm like, what's happening? And she's like, oh, they just someone asked her to go to the dance, and I was like, oh, that's great. And no, first I was like, oh shoot, that's a thing.
I know.
I totally forgot about this, and I
didn't even know about the dance until that evening.
And I was just standing there, and and I'm just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? I didn't even think of this. I was figuring I was just gonna dance, solo. I didn't even think of dancing with anyone, right? So
luckily we didn't have to.
So I'm there, and she looks at me and she's like, you should ask Elle. And I'm like, and at that point, I'm still staying there, and I'm just, the one thing going through my head is, oh shit, right? And I remember looking at her and trying to keep the total panic off my face, and I just looked at her. I'm like, you know what? I think, and I'm like, I'm not sure, and she was like, what? Do you not have the balls to do it? And I'm like, no, I'm just really not sure. She's like, well, I could go in and just get her if you want to ask her. I'm like, no, I'll wait. And I spent all of Friday trying to decide whether or not I actually wanted to ask Elle, because the thing is, I knew that she had a boyfriend, and I knew that I'd certainly wanted to keep her as a friend. I didn't want to put that any sort of baggage that asking her to dance could potentially put on the relationship. I didn't want to straighten it and make it any awkward at all. So I ended up just deciding, what, I'm not going to ask her, and I'm just going to go to this dance, and I'm going to have a good time. I didn't, because the music sucked.
And there was no slow dancing music whatsoever.
No,
no waltz music.
Which was good.
Was it? I would have rather had that.
I would not have slow danced, okay?
I could have taught you. I could have danced with you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We went over this. He spent the entire freaking week trying to get me to practice his dancing with him.
Because I was the only one of the three of us that actually knew roughly how to dance.
And then, he kept on offering dances with me. I'm sorry, man, but no, it's not happening. But
right, on to Friday night. Or Friday in general.
Yeah. So Friday we got our free afternoon downtown.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we went to
the
National
Museum.
The National Gallery, which was amazing. We saw some great art.
And some not so great art.
Yeah. The only things I remember from that are the ones which you pointed out, i.e.
the wall with lights on them.
No, I was
The
thinking.
box with a light on it.
Oh, I remember that. Remember the installment that was just like hold that thought in like neon letters that were blinking. And then there's also, let me see if I can pull up the photo on my phone. But there was one that you pointed out, which was just two guys kissing.
Oh, the cock kiss.
Yeah,
that
was what it was called, and you just thought that was hilarious.
It was hilarious. The name was.
It was okay. I mean, it was
great.
art. Yeah.
It was the cock kiss.
And we claim to be somewhat mature.
No, we don't. I don't.
That's true.
Speak for yourself. Oh yeah, there it is.
But
that's a great picture.
I remember also when we were going through like the older art, y'all found some ones with
phallic shapes.
Some less than clothed women,
and men.
Oh yeah, that's
and sculptures of men.
That's true. I mean, I didn't find that such an issue because like it's art. It's old art. That's what they did.
We were just memeing.
I don't care. I like it because it's art, not because I can see some boob or whatever. Like, I don't care. It's pretty.
So after that, we went for lunch at Zach's Diner.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Now, here's the thing. Remember how I ordered the French fries?
Oh, yeah.
I'm 95% sure they were breaded.
I'm pretty sure they were.
But they tasted really
great.
Good.
That was a great lunch. Best poutine. I wanted to have poutine in Ottawa. I got my poutine in Ottawa.
You got your poutine in Ottawa.
That was great. Great food.
And then you also got poutine in Quebec.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Which was better?
No, I never.
Yeah, you did. Didn't you order poutine from CBC?
No, I didn't have time.
Oh, right.
Never got it. Probably
I sold Starbursts to y'all.
Yeah, you sold me Starbursts for 25 cents a pop. What a ripoff! I could have probably bought a whole pack for $1.25.
Yeah, that's about right.
So we had lunch,
and then we
got a couple photos.
Got to the
and I sprinted to the beaver tail stand to get one last beaver tail before we left Ottawa.
That's right.
And
then you almost couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I made it with ample time though.
Yeah.
I still made it.
No, I mean the beaver tail.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I made it to the bus on time.
Yeah.
I didn't miss it.
It was cutting it a little close, but
I made it before you.
No.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I did. I was waiting for you guys on the bus.
I think I was waiting outside for you on the bus.
Yeah.
Then decided to just go in and discovered you were already on it.
Yeah.
That's right. Right, because you snuck past me or whatever. Friday, we get back after our time out on the town. And
we did some game stuff. Had lunch. Or no, we didn't have lunch that day because we had lunch.
And then the fun began. Then we got to the sad emotional part of the evening where we got to do our talent show, which was amazing.
That was great.
I might see about publishing a couple of the videos I took, but I'll have to ask the people I took videos of first. But, there's some really good musical performances that night.
Oh, yeah. Very talented
I did my
people.
Yoda impression.
That was great.
To order not, there's no tray. Yeah. So, I did my Yoda impression. I was kind of sad. I was hoping that we'd have a stand-up comic because that would have been great.
I was thinking about it. I was going to do SpongeBob comedy. I was just going to rip off his plot.
Shut up! That would have been awesome.
No, I'm not a good public speaker. That's why. It would
and
have been great.
Then I actually emceed the banquet that night, and that's when we announced this whole thing.
Yeah.
Which we only came up for on Thursday.
Yeah. Thought about it Thursday. Talked about it.
We thought of it on the way to.
Oh no, we did it Wednesday on the way to CBC, didn't we? I think.
No, I thought.
Actually, I think it was Thursday.
It was because we went to the technology museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which we haven't mentioned because it was interesting, but not like a key part.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a cool video game exhibit.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
But so best part was the fact that when they called all the other MCs and like DJs to the front office on Friday evening to just talk to us about what the evening was going to look like. I asked Annika, who's the weekend manager, weekend activities manager, as I believe her full title, if I could, in my speech, plug this podcast, which I decided I was going to do. And I remember her looking at me, and she sort of did like a double take, like, what? And, I repeated the question. She was like, I've never had anyone ask me that before. Go for it. So when I did my speech, I like stood up there. What I remember is I'm standing up there and I'm just going over this was a great week. Thank you everyone for being so nice. Blah blah blah. And then I'm like, and then also just before I go, I want to plug something which me and Jesse have decided that we're going to do. We're going to start a pod. And once I said pod, everyone cheered. I got a couple of people who actually stood up and gave me a standing ovation.
Yeah, you got a standing ovation.
Which was
I got
awesome.
some cheers too when I stood up too.
Yeah.
You told me to stand up and I was
all
right.
Yeah, stand up,
All
man.
right.
Like, you're important here too.
Woo!
So, and then we already touched on this in Josh's interview. But I was like, if you want any more information, just talk to me or Jesse, and we'll get you on like a mailing list or something. We'll get your info. And Josh just stood up and was like, me.
He's super hyped.
He was so hyped.
And that's the reason we have him on as a guest.
Yeah, he's still super hyped. Like he loves this.
I'm really glad we could have him.
I remember on, I think it was Wednesday evening, talking to him about podcasts, and he gave me like 15 different podcasts that he suggested me. I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna remember them. But if I ever have a question, if ever I need a podcast, I'm going to you, because I'm sure you have like a half dozen that you could suggest to me.
Including ours now.
Oh yeah, including ours. But yeah, so our week, Friday, we did the talent show. Yeah, we did the banquet, talent show, talking sex circle, which we're not supposed to talk about because everyone was like super emotional by then, and some people cried, and
I think everyone cried.
A lot of us cried. I know I cried.
Very emotional.
You cried.
I cried. I couldn't even talk, dude. I was already crying.
You were a mess, and then I started out okay, and then I just dissolved partway through my turn, and then we did the dance. The beginning of the dance was okay though.
It wasn't good. It started off with Drake.
Well, I loved that though, because
it's too slow. It's so slow paced.
It was very appropriate though, because
everyone loves Drake.
God's Plan had been the song of the week. During the sketches, one of the groups from Toronto had started that song, and most of the people stood up and started singing along. Same thing happened at the dance. And the thing is, it took us like an hour to get the freaking music working to begin with, and I just found that having that song play first and just having it, everyone know
as soon as it
like,
happened, I knew. I was like, this is gonna be a disaster. And it was.
Yeah, the dance.
Every song following was terrible.
Dance went okay until about.
You know what? They weren't all terrible. There was a couple
until
good
about
songs.
Midnight, I'd say.
Yeah.
At which point, most of the people left.
Yeah, everyone left.
Anyone who was going to bed went to bed, and anyone who was staying up just went out into the
for departures
area, and that was fun and super cramped.
Dance continued until 3,
and then people left.
Yeah,
and I cried.
Then
a lot. And then we got to go to bed.
Then we got to go to bed
and wake up
in the next morning. It's the next morning. It's probably like 5.
Don't forget. We were told not to set any alarms because people would be wanting to get up.
Oh no!
And someone, I don't remember who, but someone in our dorm set an alarm, and it went off at like 7 a.m.
And it wouldn't stop. It went on.
Yeah. Eventually, around like 8, I got up. I went over to whoever's bunk it was. I can't remember who it was.
Brady.
It might have been. I don't know.
It was him.
But I lean over, and the problem is his face is facing me. I'm like, I don't want to wake you up. So I'm reaching towards his phone, which is on his pillow, and I swipe. I thought I swiped it off, but I swiped snooze. So I went back to bed, and then it goes off 10 minutes later. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just getting up. It's not worth it.
We're running on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. No, we got up.
Just spent the rest of the day moping around.
The rest of the day was super depressing.
Low energy, sad.
I'm still recovering, honestly. I'm still kind of mopey, but oh my goodness. We were so depressed after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we left.
Yeah, got our flight.
So, when we got through security, which, of course, I forgot to empty my water bottle beforehand.
I had brought a whole water bottle.
I know. I felt
Luckily, it was plastic. I just throw it away.
So that was kind of funny. And then we get on...
Now I've got a story before we hop on. I have my story. Okay, my $0. So by the end of the trip,
right.
I didn't have any money. I didn't think I'd need any. But there was a bank machine there. I go to it. And at the time, I still had my temporary debit card. it got canceled during the trip because the real one arrived while I was gone. I didn't know that at the time, so I went to the terminal or the bank machine, put my card in, asked for $40, and I got an error. So no money from the vending machine. I was like, all right, I'll hit Tim Hortons. I got a couple gift cards. Luckily, I went with Taylor. We get in line. We get up to the till. I make my order, and I give them the gift card. And they're like, "Oh, we're not taking gift cards today." So I ended up having to ask Taylor to spot me money again.
Oh yeah, right.
Because I did it the week before too.
Oh.
So that was great. Just
Gotta
broke me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we went to the terminal, hung around for a while, said our goodbyes to a couple Albertans.
Left. Got on our super long ass
5-hour plane ride. It was about 5 hours.
That was not fun.
However,
it was an older plane, which was awesome because I meant they still had like the TVs in the back.
Ugh,
so I watched the iHeartRadio Awards and hockey. It was amazing.
Ugh. I watched the plane fly across the little map they had.
Yes.
And the temperature slowly dropping.
Yeah, it got cold. When we got home, that was not fun because it was cold. And then my sister...
Still snowing.
I love my sister. She loves me. It's amazing. And, like, she really missed me while I was away. She apparently, like, called her best friend Adara, like, a lot that week for, like, moral support. They held a board game weekend to have some people over while I was away to help cope with the lack of me. And when I got home, she was
Are
like...
you sure they weren't partying without you? They're like, sweet, Nathan's not here.
No, it was definitely because they missed me. So, you know, I got back and, like, Emma was there, and she was like, Nathan, she gives me this big hug, and I'm, like, totally...
dead inside.
Yeah, like, I'm super sad. I'm like, I don't want to be here. This sucks. I missed you, Emily. And I get that you're, like, super excited I'm back, but honestly, I don't want to be back here. I want to be back in Encounters. Encounters was awesome. No, I don't want to be here. Anywhere but here. So, we get back, and, you know, I drove back to my place, got to bed probably around, like, 12.
Oh, yeah.
And then got to get sleep. Up to go to church the next day.
Oh.
But guess what what I did that morning?
What'd you do?
I put on my lanyard again.
Oh.
I forgot. And I just put on my lanyard. It was like muscle memory by that point because I was like I put on my lanyard, went downstairs, had breakfast, and you know, it was once I got to church. I don't feel right calling it church because it in some ways really isn't because it's not in like a church building, doesn't follow any of like, you know, a specific
practice.
Christian practice. You know, like, you know, we aren't Baptist, we aren't, you know, Catholic, like we're very varied in the way that we work, but we so it was once I got to church I realized I'm still wearing my lanyard. I miss Encounters again. I'm like,
yeah, that was not a good weekend.
That week was super depressing for me.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what I did Sunday. I just moped around all day.
Yeah.
I think I tried to sleep again, but that didn't go well. I am not a napper.
No. And then I got to go home after that and play our Legacy board game that we're working through with a friend.
Well,
we're getting there.
That concludes our Ottawa trip.
Yeah. And now, let's just talk about what a more normal episode is going to be and what our goals are for the podcast. I know that we've started this, but what do we want to, like, what's our goal, right? Like,
it's always good to have goals.
Exactly. And then we can look back a year from now and be like, we didn't do anything.
We're failures.
We suck.
We failed. Why did we bother doing this?
I know.
What a waste of time.
And money.
For you. I don't plan on investing a dime in this. I'm just going to leech off of you. I'll just do work. I'll work for you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you are going to do the editing.
Yes.
But yeah, so a more normal episode we're thinking is going to be tech,
music news,
gaming, music, and
pop culture
just
stuff.
Pop culture news. So
Maybe even some local news.
maybe in some local news, because I want to incorporate also a bit of storytelling, because
Yeah.
I really like telling stories, and
We have a storytelling corner.
those are my favorite radio shows and podcasts, where always things like CBC's DNTO and things like Reply All and stuff. So I'm a big fan of storytelling. We're also going to each week put together, well, not each week, but each episode we're going to put together a Spotify playlist of our top 5 songs for that month.
Or week.
Yeah.
Depending on how often we upload this. Just what we're listening to at the time.
Yeah. So we will try to send out a link for that this week, because we did put those together. And my goal for this podcast, I think, is to both gain experience in radio and just, talking to a microphone and having other people listen to it who aren't me. And also, I'd love to make money off this, but I'm not planning on it.
Yeah, that's not the main objective.
Yeah.
Sort of like, if it happens, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
if not, I'm not really in it for that.
Yeah, I
am, but...
Oh, okay. Like, my goal is to certainly have it grow and reach beyond just the people from Encounters. So, if you can, share this podcast with your friends.
Yeah, share with your friends.
Get other people to listen to it, because I would love to know that I'm talking to people who I don't know, because that will allow me to sort of have a bit more like that really in some ways puts the pressure on me, because it's like,
yeah,
okay, I've got
to perform.
Yeah,
it's not just friends listening now.
Exactly, it's a big deal.
Other people.
And then I also just want, I think by the end of the year, we want to be on iTunes by then.
Hopefully.
That shouldn't be hard, but...
Maybe Spotify. Who knows?
Let's put a goal of Spotify. I want to get this on a Spotify if we can. We will certainly tell you guys once we get it onto iTunes, because I believe that there's like a trial time that you have on iTunes before they actually fully add you to the library. So, please, during that period, assuming that we do get onto iTunes, if you can leave reviews, really give the page some love, that'd be amazing. And just share this podcast, get other people to listen to it, because that's the biggest part of allowing a podcast to succeed is user engagement. And then that's another thing, is how do you guys want us to engage with you as a community? Where do you want to see us? What do you want us to
talk about?
What do you want us to talk? What do you want us to talk about, and where do you want to talk to us? Because we would love to engage with you. We've set up a Discord. Do you want that to be a forum for us to communicate with each other? Do you want us to find other means of communication? How do you want to engage with us as our community? Because that is what is going to keep this podcast afloat, is a community and people who are listening to us, who aren't just two socially awkward teenagers in one of their basements as they record it
with blankets on the wall.
Yes.
Blankets on the wall.
This high-tech studio.
Very high-tech. We put a lot of money into this.
Yeah. I don't know how much that hook costs to put up in the ceiling tag things, but
it's permanent now, so you're gonna have to redo that drywall if you want to paint the wall or sell the house.
Well, I think we do plan on moving eventually, but
anyways.
So basically we want to engage with you, and if you have questions for us, you can ping us on our personal social media platforms, as well as just send us a message on Instagram, on Twitter,
Facebook,
whatever. Just
leave a comment on YouTube.
Yeah, talk to us. We will talk to you. We want to engage with you. We'll certainly do call-outs some weeks to asking for stories centered around whatever we're talking about. I would love to have you guys on the show talking about things.
I would even like more encounter stories.
Yes,
we can get them.
Yes. If you have a cool encounter story, please
hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. Tell us. We will feature you. Can't promise the next episode, but we'll get you on an episode.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you guys and know that you guys are listening. Because right now, as far as I know, it's just going to be the two of us, our families, and a couple friends.
Yeah.
So, please hit us up, talk to us, let us know what you are and aren't liking as well. If there's something that we're doing that you don't like,
give us feedback. That's what we need.
Because that's what's killing my favorite video game right now. Okay.
As it is for me too.
Yeah, don't let this die.
Don't let it die.
No.
Give us feedback. We will listen.
Yes, we promise.
We will respond. Don't worry.
Yeah. But
yeah,
so that's
first episode.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I might try to put up a more average episode later this month just to get that out. That will be shorter because this one's probably going to be like 45 minutes. That one, I'll try to keep it
not
like
an hour.
20.
We're already an hour and 6 minutes plus the interview.
But yeah, we look forward to hearing from you guys, and we hope you've enjoyed this first episode.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Watching.
Or listening. Well, they'll be watching on YouTube if they want to stare at a blank screen with audio for an hour.
So, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting it before it was even properly a thing.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't think happens an awful lot with podcasts, is having an audience
before it even starts.
Yeah, you generally have to build that. So thank you all.
Thank you very much.
And we'll talk to you at the very least in May. No,
or June.
June. It's May now.
It's only May 5th. We can probably get another episode out.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much. Oh, first,
we upload our social media.
Yes. Well, actually, first, I do have to do a shout out to the person who came up with our name.
Oh yeah.
Because I've not done that yet on any of our social media, and really, he deserves it, because without it, we wouldn't really have a show.
We would have a show. It would just be a different name.
Yeah, and his name really perfectly encapsulates what we want to talk about. It, in many ways, the things that we're going to be talking about, pop culture, gaming, like all those things, like they're not that important. They are nonsense. And just his name is amazing. His name is James. He's a friend of Taylor's, who I met while volunteering at the food bank. I believe the week I got back. And, I just mentioned, hey, I'm starting a podcast. And we can't figure out a name, any suggestions. And he came up with this, with Justifying Nonsense. And honestly,
perfect name.
Couldn't
have thought of a better one.
Yeah.
We tried.
We
tried for like a week.
Yeah.
Day after day, writing down ideas. We didn't have anything like this.
And he killed it. So, thank you to him.
Shout out to James.
I will certainly link him in our Instagram post just to get his name out there, because honestly, the dude deserves it. He kicked ass with this name. So, thank you to James.
Yeah.
And then now let's plug our social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at JN_podcast. On Facebook.
Wait, just to clarify, those are capital J.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not.
JN_podcast.
Facebook, Justifying Nonsense. Instagram, Justifying_nonsense. And finally on YouTube and SoundCloud at Justifying_nonsense.
Yes. We will be uploading this first episode to YouTube and SoundCloud for sure right away. And then we'll try to get it onto other platforms afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, we'll certainly submit it, and if you can please help support us through that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But that's our first episode. Thanks you for listening.
Watching.
We will talk to you again later.
Bye-bye.
Later.